Okay, I would say it was not so much about the confusion of roles between artists and curators. It was more that roles and working relationships in the fields of art, that they have become more fluid, and they were not that clear anymore in terms of being clearly defined. So it was a more general development, and not only involving artists and curators. And coming back to Lost Paradise, I mean, the entire exhibition, as you know yourself, meanwhile, it was meant to be a process. I mean, more a series of events. And we tried to transform the space into a stage, and this stage, it was repeatedly refigured, reconfigured, and over the course of the exhibition. And there were always several projects running at the same time or in sequence, and some were just lasting for a few hours, several days, weeks. So it really depended on the work. And what was really crucial, that one artistic position playfully responded to another. I mean, you might have read it in my text, that the recruit put his teacups on Jorge's pieces and defined them as tables, that Jorge did not do that. And Jorge created, this was very ad hoc, this round orange pedestal for Liam Gillick, and then Liam saw it, and then he spent some time lying on his pedestal, actually sleeping, and then he left his material on the pedestal, this Lost Paradise information service. And what's really important is, one could say that every action was affected and modified by other actions, and this. I think this applies to the relationship of artist and curator as well. So it's comparable to the way the exhibition was done in terms of a back and forth process. So I responded ad hoc to what artists were doing, but also to the conditions, particularly to the budget, for example. So in many cases it was the budget which decided about the duration of the artistic project. And certainly the artists, in return, they responded to the given situation as well. So this was the relationship between the artist and me as a curator. Okay, I would say, well, referring to my previous statement, I would say that these collaborations were very playful, ad hoc, and very often temporary. And I think collaborations did not necessarily result in collaborative works. So for me, this makes a huge difference. It was more a process which set positions and works in relation to one another, as it was the case with the public as well. So again, one position responded to another one, and sure, this has an impact on each position, because it makes the position of each author contingent, permeable, and all above, I would say, receptive. And this is very important, because it not only calls into question the autonomous work, but also the position of the autonomous, let's say, independent author, be it an artist or a curator. And I think this was, the most essential thing in the 90s when it comes to collaborations and authorship.